I've been searched 45 minutes at the airport.
Yeah.
Like a few times I've been searched, like to my fucking.
Oh,
boxer
dude, I
shorts.
get searched every time. It's like every time I get on a fucking plane, it's like they pull me aside for a random drug test. It's like I've been to fucking 16 different countries in my lifetime, and every time it's fucking pulled over for a random drug. Well, how fucking random is it if I'm the one that's always getting fucking pulled over for a fucking drug test? It's ridiculous.
I feel you.
It's discriminatory, I
We
tell you, against
Arabs
people
like
with
to
long
fucking
hair.
judge
I
people.
hope you're recording right now. Is this going
And
live?
on that note, let me introduce the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's another box of dogs. I hope you can join us. I hope you can join us live for this one because it's going to be fucking fun.
Woo!
I shouldn't smoke weed like ever. But anyway,
No, I don't.
I don't
just do
usually.
medicine.
it's a good
I don't
thing.
usually do it during the day, but this is fun. I'm having fun right now. This is great.
Where's bro? I'm still fucking.
I don't touch this stuff.
Anyway, the point is, we're doing a live show. We're christening the studio. I got the studio finally set up so I can have other people in here at once. And I've got a lot of work to do on this space to fix it up. And I got to.
Now, what do you mean?
Rethink
This
things.
is great. Like,
Work. We expected.
Yeah.
Trent and I had like an hour
Scott,
drive.
I love you, mate. You
Yeah.
know, but I wasn't expecting like this. This is actually a somewhat half decent professional.
You're expecting to walk into a house with no floor, very few walls.
Yeah.
People asleep on rugs in the corner.
Yeah.
A lot of needles.
Box of dogs somewhere in the corner.
Prostitutes, yeah, and a box of puppies.
Yeah.
We're in here, guys.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my friends from the Melbourne comedy scene.
Sup.
Feel better.
Oh no, not another box of dogs!
It's another box of dogs!
Stop drinking liberal piss water.
Woof.
But if no sound is coming up, what we'll do is we'll try and pretend we know what we're saying and just add in the vocals later
Add
on.
the vocal.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are my friends, Trent, Mahon, and Omar Kazim.
That's a bit of a stretch, man.
And,
No, I'm joking.
these are people I
Shame.
Love you, Scott.
I
Love you,
heard
Scott.
his
I
heart
made-
crush. It's so different.
Yeah.
Oh.
People are going to rewind. Oh, actually, luckily, I'm not on screen at the moment. Otherwise, people would, that Ralph Wiggum fucking thing where he's like, you can see the moment his heart breaks.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
No, these are a couple of degenerates that I meet at the pub regularly when people go
Yeah.
there to tell fucking jokes and try and make people laugh.
That is so true. I can't come back with that one.
Yeah, well,
Boxing
thumbs up.
degenerates.
Trent and I have been talking about doing a podcast together for ages. We did one.
We did one a
fucking
long time
ages
ago, but it never
just
got.
audio.
It just didn't get released. Or...
Early days of podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Like,
was how many years
it's
ago was
probably-
that? Now that was pre-COVID.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was.
Was.
It definitely was. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was out here as well.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way past my time.
Yeah.
I'm new to the comedy,
Yeah.
comedy festival.
Yeah,
comedy scene over here.
what's your story, Omar? How I only just met you, so where are you from? Where,
Man of mystery.
why the fuck would you do comedy? What are you doing to yourself?
Well,
You
no,
seem to like a young man with potential. Why would you do comedy?
it's
Sorry,
fun.
go
Thanks for that. You shoved the whole life story in my face. Sound like my dad. Nah.
Why,
Yeah,
son? Why?
I'm a Dubai-based comic. I'm from Dubai.
Dubai,
Yeah.
Dubai.
From
That
Dubai.
that place. I hear good things. Like people don't pay
It's
tax.
nuts. It's crazy. No,
Yeah.
Everyone's over here. They think, oh, you can't drink in Dubai, or you can't. Why can't you do this? Or they still fucking think you can get your arms cut off. Some people.
Weed. I don't
yeah,
have a
right.
problem with.
When I perform in the countryside and think Dubai, they always say, "Oh, you still got your hands." So they think
haven't
it's like
offended anyone.
Saudi.
Okay.
Dubai is a mad party place. Like
It sounds like
crazy.
I'd like to go there one day.
I'll say it's
I'd like to be
expensive.
wealthy
but
enough.
Melbourne's fucking expensive
like to
as
be-
well.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
absolute.
So what made you come to Melbourne?
Oh, I came to Melbourne. My wife.
Your
She's
wife,
Australian. Yeah. So
fucking women.
yeah, Jesus. No, I actually wanted to come to Melbourne. I didn't actually. I stopped liking Dubai. Got too repetitive for me.
Yeah.
My comedy was going a little
Yeah.
bit.
Ah,
Like, the money
okay.
was quite hard, and plus, it's kind of like I had to kind of live up to the Arab standards.
Okay.
As you can see,
Yeah.
if anybody's watching on fucking YouTube, I don't have that prestigeness.
So,
of Dubai.
but Melbourne does have something about it. As much as I've been shitting on Melbourne a lot lately, like since COVID and since going to Thailand.
What have
Coming
you
back to
been?
Melbourne,
What
it's fucking
aspect?
nuts. At times, like when you first come back from overseas, you hate the place.
Oh,
You're just
yeah.
coming in on the bus from the airport, and you're just like, "Fuck this." Most
get you, I
livable
feel you.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what everywhere. And if you live in a country, you generally have that
yeah.
outlook in life.
I
right?
guess so.
There's
Yeah.
someone in India in a tuk-tuk from the fucking airport going, I fucking hate Bombay.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Melbourne
Everywhere.
does have
So
something
you chill
about
on
it.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Mm.
sure. Because I particularly did not vibe off in Dubai.
Okay.
So I worked there and everything like that. And they do treat you right sometimes. It's a good life sometimes, but I felt like I needed something different.
Okay.
I love fucking Melbourne. I got bright eyes. I came lucky. I came just after COVID, lockdown.
Yeah.
I met a guy just came before the lockdown.
Yeah, that would have been
Jesus,
hell.
fucking
Yeah.
Especially if it was foreign to you.
Yeah,
like
don't know anyone here.
yeah, anyone that moved to any country during that time, especially Melbourne because we had the longest.
Jesus, yeah, you guys were fucking brutal.
In general, like when you haven't had a go of it out in the world, out in the area yet, you haven't got a job and stuff, and then you're isolated. It's like, what are you doing?
You know what would have been horrific?
What's that?
If I'd been in Thailand when COVID started.
Yeah.
And I ended up having to spend like 3 years there.
Oh,
I'd hate that.
The shame.
But yeah, if I'm ever punished by the government, if they just send me to Thailand, I hate it.
I think you'll just hate it. Definitely, Bangla Street is terrible. Yeah, the
What a
pickup show.
that would be. Yeah, that's like waking up at a party.
Yeah,
waking up doing Thailand at the start of COVID would have been like waking up at a party. Because there was no fucking tourism over there, so you would have been it.
Yeah,
they would have
just been fucking
every
nuts.
focus on you.
Yeah.
All the prostitutes will be hounding your white ass down.
The whole thing.
No, tomorrow. They always come up to
I've never
you white
felt.
man, you want this wife?
I've never felt so popular as when I'm
Yeah.
in fucking Thailand. You're walking down the street and they're like, "Hey."
They were hitting on me with my wife right next to her.
Oh, no
As
way!
if- yeah.
What Thai girls
Yeah,
were?
because she looks exactly like a Thai hooker. No.
I was going to say, be careful they're not
Don't
lady boys,
listen,
man.
that's
Because
the
I
joke.
swear the lady boys over in Thailand, they're a lot of them are more attractive than a lot
They're
of the
stunning.
women
You
there.
see them
stunning.
you see them
Lady
walking down the
awesome.
street and you
Stunning.
go, Jesus, there's a fucking model walking down.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then they get closer and you go, that's an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, and she is a little tall, but yeah, and you go, oh, it's a lady boy.
They have
But they are
over
like-
there,
Yeah. I would not be surprised if there's been trans
Mm.
people on the
Except
covers of magazines before.
No.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they are stunning, but you can tell they're blokes once they get on the dance floor, though. Like
Yeah.
I went.
with the balls hanging outside.
No. I had a British mate insisted that we go to a ladyboy strip club.
I always go to Ladyboy show.
I mean,
100%.
I'm
I
not
love
into
them.
ladyboys, let alone
No, but it's a
strip
good-
clubs in general. But I went, fuck it. You know, gotta
why not?
go.
When in
For
Rome.
sometimes you got to go for the story. You know.
Yeah.
So I went with him, and we went to this place. Was called the Cockatoo, which is perfect.
Perfect. Perfect.
But I swear it was like these ladies had no coordination on the fucking dance floor. You know what I mean? It's like if you turned your back or closed your eyes for a moment, you'd think a fucking bunch of horses were on stage, just clippity clop.
But they must have looked like,
Like
good
not
horses,
to the
though.
beat, not to nothing. It was that. Oh, they're very
Must have looked like
attractive.
stunning
models.
horses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking A. Yeah.
When I went to Thailand, I've been there a couple of times. I had this Egyptian friend, big lad. Yeah, fucking hated the idea of a ladyboy.
Yeah.
As you guys know, they're not too liked back in the Middle East.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
They give
don't
them
say.
flying lessons,
Huh?
I hear. I hear they give them flying
Really?
lessons. Yeah, off a building.
We actually we were setting up like nights in Dubai, comedy nights, and we set up actually one in Abu Dhabi, and we actually had Ladyboy come on our show, come on and perform, and yeah, we thought she was going to do her act. Right? So we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, come on board. But she wasn't that funny, but that's beside the point. But she spent 15 minutes or 10 minutes just talking about her, like how she hides her cock and shit like that. This is back like early 2000s in the Middle East, and we're like, yo, we had to get her out. Like we had to like evacuate her. afterwards.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. The
That's
Arabs were not
full
happy
on.
with that. But
No, I could imagine.
great story to tell, like years on.
Of course. Yeah. But
Yeah.
God, it's tough.
It's
That's
tough. So in Thailand, I had an Egyptian chap. Right?
Yeah.
Big lad. And he will not go. He
Mm.
goes, Omar, if I see one cock, I'm leaving. All the fucking time. You see that is? He's like, dude, I'll see. I'm like, nah, it's a good time. It's a good laugh. We'll have a great time.
Mm.
Yeah. Dude, a few beers in, his gayness came out. He was fucking loving it. He was singing along to the songs. He was grinding up against the ladyboys afterwards. You know.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was nice.
Did he take any of them home though?
Nah. He passed on that one.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
friend
yeah.
did once though.
Nah, because I
His friend,
like
one
the-
second, so sorry.
sorry. Yeah. Go on.
Interrupted. His friend actually brought a ladyboy over, and well, it was actually a ladyboy. We thought it was a ladyboy, and she actually started banging on his door late at night. Like I wasn't at that place. This was another time, and the lady had a tail.
When you say tail, do
what?
you mean like the
A
end?
small tail at the back. We
The
actually have a
vestigial
tail bone.
tail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
vestigial
Yeah,
tail.
vestigial tail, one of those.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
thinking it was like tucked right back, that it was showing like a conclusion of
So it
the
was
first
like-
Ace Ventura, where
He was disappointed because she had no cock.
No cock, dick out the front.
Wow.
It would have been a dick out the
Wow.
front, tail at the
Yeah,
back.
at the back.
Like
Wow.
propellers.
He was
Would have
panicking.
been a great swimmer.
Yeah.
Propellers on both sides.
Shame.
wow.
Poor girl. She's a lovely accountant.
Wow.
Sorry to cut you off there. Trent.
No,
I just
no,
had
that's
that.
fine.
I don't know why
That
that,
was worth it.
I don't know why that was so funny. But
That's
That was
hilarious.
worth it.
fucking good.
And now I'm in Australia.
It's like that's how you could connect people like Lego that way, couldn't you? Like.
Now what I found interesting that they have in Thailand, they have ladyboys. They don't have trans people.
no.
Right? There's no one
It's
over there. There's
depending
no
where you
one go,
are.
I am a woman. You have to call me a woman. And fucking,
No, but
or I'm a
Well,
dog
I
or
don't know.
whatever.
Maybe
But they have ladyboys. It's just this
but
third
maybe
category.
the woke movement hasn't moved over there
Yeah.
because
That's what-
they're not
that's
progressive.
What I
but
love about Thailand, you go,
Yeah.
it is literally
Yeah,
like
but the ladyboys
stepping
don't
back
like
into
that.
the
They want the
70s.
fans. They want more rights.
Like you're smoking inside. You
Oh, they legalize
talking-
weed and everything like that. in
You-
Thailand.
legalize
for
weed.
sure,
Awesome.
but
Nice.
it's very
It's-
seedy for a lot of young girls over there. I have to say, like.
Of course it is.
When I went to the Soy Cowboy,
Thailand.
which is the red light district, that's the night that I went with my mate to the ladyboy place. The
I love
it's
that.
just
Soy cowboy.
yeah, it's just you just see a lot of old men with a lot
Oh,
of
it's horrible.
ridiculously young women, and it's just
And young boys sometimes
it's
on the
such
fucking
a
scooter shooting by. You're like,
it's like
man.
it's just a sobering moment. Like you go in these clubs and it's like a good time and all that. Of course, that's what they're putting on. They're putting on a show. It's got to put on a
Nasty.
good time.
No.
Got to make their money. And then you step out and then you see that and it kind of
We are the worst animals in the world. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we are nasty as fuck. That's why we like dogs.
Well, it's
That's
just
why we like
it's,
the boxing
it's
dogs.
yeah. we certainly are.
I think that might be it.
If you
Okay.
choose a box of dogs or a bunch of those old men, I'd choose the dogs any day.
Oh, dude. Oh, those CD old men.
Those
Jesus
videos, there's a box of
Christ.
them just looking at you. Wow.
All right.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's
Well,
a
this-
no-brainer.
Oh, Patrice
This
Neal.
what
Awesome.
Patrice says here.
That was only for her to be courteous.
Why didn't you just fuck her?
I love
'Cause I was so annoyed at
The
the
principle
agency.
of the whole thing?
Mm.
I called the
Oh, yeah,
agency.
there was a principle to it.
I'm like,
There's
this
a
is
principle to it with
Oh,
him.
See,
You
what-
really upset
bastard passed away
that
too.
you fucking
Yeah, yeah.
ex-blue collar
actually making fun
motherfucker
of it
that
in
you
his,
never purchased a
live
hooker in your
podcast.
life.
He was
Never.
just
I
saying
swear on my
it.
family.
Ant's a
Just
straight guy with
come
that.
back
Never
so
did.
quickly.
Ant likes a
Never
naked
went to a
girl.
hooker.
Ant likes his girl just to be
Idiots.
naked, have
Isn't
regular
it
sex.
cute?
That
They
I like
all
not regular
comments like
sex,
Dave
like a
Chappelle,
fucking
Joe
You don't
Rogan,
stick
all
with
these
something.
guys
What's your-
comment.
what's your
hang a
what's your
sheep
freak
between
thing
their-
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gotta be
What he would
something that you
fucking
like.
do
Your
is he
freak
would
thing.
bomb
I'm not saying your thing with
and your girl,
and
then they
then
won't share that. But what's
trying to
your
get the
thing?
audience back
Like a
on the
little pee
fucking
on
side.
you?
Yeah.
You know?
Nothing
Say,
weird
you
like
gotta
that.
love people
Nothing
like
that. I don't
Dirty
want.
nipples,
I don't
like-
want anything
I
up
love
my
it.
ass.
Dirty
Dirty
I
nipples licked?
don't want anything
Oh,
like that.
You like your ass licked?
No,
You
no,
like your taint
no.
licked
Balls
under
that
your
that
balls?
takes.
No,
Oh,
no,
Your balls
no,
licked?
nothing like that.
Spit?
I like
There's
it.
that,
My
you know,
missus
there's
does
that geographic line of
Oh, yeah.
longitude or latitude that can't be
You're not
crossed.
even-
When's the last time you
Taboo.
jerked off?
He's
On
he
our
is
TV?
crude,
Jerk
but
off
he's
anymore?
so fucking
I think
accurate
I've
in his
whacked
wax
off
off.
without your girls
So I can
being
understand
around?
why
Without
he
her
A little
would-
permission?
porno, a little jerk file?
That's funny.
That is-
No, it adds to the funny. I agree.
Let me think of
I
my
It's
Jack
agree.
file.
subjective.
That goes
I
back a
agree.
ways.
With his woke
What's the
nation.
what's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
oldest
yeah,
memory
yeah.
you could still
Yeah,
pull
God,
up in the
it's
jerk
nation.
file
Yeah.
bank?
I don't mind the
Get
woke
beat off
nation.
to.
Fucking
Speaking of
annoying.
woke nation, that's
Mine's
the
is
thing with
90,
Patricia, you know,
I wasn't
98
not.
when I went
Vintage
to
98,
sensitive
Amsterdam.
ears like that.
And it's not even a
you
fuck
know.
story. It's that. Remember I told you the young Amsterdam girl, and she told me she was about
Yeah, but
18
coming
at the
to-
time,
no,
and I was 28
coming
and
to
shit. And she goes,
Australia.
I go,
I actually like
hey,
the
how
movie.
come you didn't give me no pussy last night?
Yeah?
And she goes,
Yeah, right now,
how old are you?
not
She had that
I
voice,
accept it.
and
I
I go,
accept
what?
it.
What do you mean how old
No,
am I?
it's I don't
28,
think
how old are you?
it's-
She's like
it's
18, and I go,
wrong
well,
with
why
it.
didn't you
Like,
fuck
there
me?
are things wrong with
No,
it,
there's a lot
but
of
there's
things wrong
nothing.
with it.
There's nothing wrong with the idea of it.
Well-
The idea of it's a beautiful thing. And
Yeah,
it's,
people
and it's,
abuse that
and
shit.
it's
Like,
social
no fucking
progress.
Mm.
But I think we were talking about this earlier. We need something to help bridge the gap. There's too much of a divide. There needs to be more that brings us together. Because the thing through all this, you focus on the needs that haven't been met yet, and not focus on the needs that have been met. It's like the thing when people have a beef against each other. If you can remind yourself that you are more the same than you are different in any scenario,
No,
which is what we keep forgetting as human beings. That's the glue that will help us stick together. But we don't have that because we're constantly focusing on.
That was only
the
for her to be
difference.
courteous.
Why didn't you
Well,
just fuck her?
Because I was so annoyed at
The
the
print-
agent.
You said a lot. I had to kind of focus quite a lot, like on that. You had to. There's a lot to unpack in what you just fucking said. But I totally agree.
Yeah,
with
sorry
you.
about that. Been smoking a little bit, so
No, you're good. That's a good conversation.
That's
Good business.
that's what happens. I get.
No, I was
Yeah.
just talking. I was just talking the fact my ADHD had to be like, keep listening. And I was zoning out a little bit myself. But now, almost stay in the game, motherfucker. Stay in the game. Yeah.
Don't you find it a little bit easier to do that with this kind of setup though?
Wait, what?
I don't know. It's like the when you know in the back of your mind that you're being recorded.
Mm.
You know you got cameras on you.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, my ego
And
kicks
then,
off. I'm ready to shine. No,
and then this whole setup, it kind of puts you in the thing to make you sort of focus a bit more. Like I feel a bit more focused than I normally would.
man, that's
For
just the
some
weird
reason.
No, that's doing the opposite effect for me. But
I just yeah.
that's why I don't usually do it until I've done everything for the day. But hey, it's my day off.
That's true. Trent, you hard.
Oh, too bad. I'm too
Have a
hard at the
smoke.
moment.
Have a
Too
smoke.
hard at the moment.
I again don't touch the stuff.
No.
And then run in the room on top of work.
Yeah, that's true.
I
He doesn't
can't
want to
get
look
his
good,
blame.
guys.
I can't
Anyone
get
that does that-
goddamn
Anyone that's listening,
some
Foots
reason.
Loose Comedy,
Footloose
and
Thursdays,
yeah,
man.
every
Footloose.
Thursday, every
fucking
fucking
do.
Thursday. No, it's a great show. I fucking love it. I
Don't
put
mind
a-
the cracks in the wall.
I put
but
yeah.
The place
I
has
always say the place is
finesse.
to call it a hole in the wall is an understatement because there are several holes in all the walls.
Yeah, Scott, what's going on here?
But it's one of the last like old school
I love
fucking awesome setups. I've actually got an ad coming up
Well,
soon.
like
I did this. I'll have to show you guys later. I've been working really hard on this little commercial,
I'd
just to
love to
put
see
on the socials and all that kind of stuff. Remind me after this, and I'll show you because I just finished it. I'm gonna release it in the next day or two.
So, an ad. Remind you.
Yeah, it's just this minute thing that's been like about 30 hours or something.
It's a 30-hour ad. I don't know if I can see
No,
that.
it's a minute ad.
Huh?
But that's how.
more of that.
Sorry?
Is there any more of that?
Yes.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Not a
some
joint,
reason I
it's
can't.
prescription medication.
It's prescription
Yes.
medication.
Called
Get it-
a dry
you know.
flower.
This is just some
Exactly.
tobacco. This is just some tobacco.
No, it's not
Too.
tobacco. I don't smoke that shit.
That's hurtful for you.
That's
Oh.
bad.
Oh.
That's bad
That's
for
bad
you.
for
I
the
thought it was
environment.
just.
No,
tobacco.
it's
I thought it was.
it's
I didn't think I was
abortion.
smoking.
it's medicine flower. It's
Okay.
medicine flower. I got a prescription
Came
for it.
straight from Mother Nature.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
just kind of trying to
pure
avoid
goodness.
doing anything illegal on
But it's not illegal.
stream.
The thing
So I'm
is,
just saying, it's
You-
just
you-
tobacco.
Have you got that big of a fan base that you're worried about it? How
I
many?
have.
but I have
The
prescription.
thing is, for
instead of
legal
a Xanax.
reasons,
Yeah.
this is just tobacco, and I laced it with heroin.
Nice. Stay tuned.
I just want people to know that.
They didn't tell us this, so stay tuned.
Oh,
for-
by the time that people find this, weed's going to be legal here anyway.
Like and subscribe, by the way.
At
You
the
go-
end of 3 hours, we're just like, fuck, you got $1.
How do you how do you like and
Dude, I'll suck your
subscribe?
dick, bitch.
How do you like and
How do
subscribe?
you do like and subscribe? How do you put that out? Like and subscribe.
You had to be a whore about it.
Yeah, I know,
Right?
right?
You have to have a little section of yourself that kind of like
Dies inside, right?
a tiny
Well,
bit.
that's
A little
the
black
thing,
spot
I've
that
never-
dies inside that says, please like this.
I've just
I
never
would
liked doing it. I think even if I was doing a thing,
Be ruthless.
I actually did a little.
This is the thing. I don't ever
Get
like
down on your knees.
No. I figured people would. But I know sometimes I'm watching fucking YouTube or whatever, and it just passes by, and I forget to subscribe to something I liked or
Mm.
whatever. And I have noticed
but
when
you
people
don't-
go like and subscribe,
Yeah.
you go, oh fuck yeah, all right.
Mm.
Like
Oh, I don't
think-
like that.
I
game.
think it'd
But
just
I
be
don't-
more refreshing if you didn't. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
What you can do, have a little guy, have you, as a little version of yourself, walk across the screen with a little like button, you know, like, like
Yeah.
a like thing that goes scrolls underneath your screen. Please like
I
me.
do have that as my penis.
It's tattooed on
And
me.
I try, no.
Please like.
No, I'm trying. That's my approach with the ladies, isn't it? It's like
fair enough.
like me, touch my button.
Touch it.
so, Trent. I've
That's
been
a-
knowing
That's
you.
a terrible one.
Such a
Anyway,
Casanova.
I've been knowing you since you were Lee.
yes,
Motherfucker.
I used to.
I first met
What?
you. You were Lee.
I
Mainly.
so
Lee
I,
Mahon.
I
I,
used
thought
to
it
go
was a
by.
brilliant name. I used
Yeah.
to say, "Fucking Lee Mahon is such a great fucking name."
So
And
I
then he went to Trent.
Come on.
yeah I
Liman.
so what my theory
Kind of Jamaican,
was
though.
Lee Mahon.
like what
Welcome,
what
Limon.
yeah I am the man. So what happened was, so I wanted to do comedy. So, but I didn't want to start in Queensland where I was living at the time.
Mm.
So I moved down to Melbourne and I wanted to start, but through the process of sort of like slowly putting together material, all that kind of stuff, I was thinking also about a stage name, because if I was sort of to go on there, I felt Trent Man was too disjointed. Trent Man, I felt it was too disjointed. So I kind of went, because Lee's my middle name, spell Leigh. So I thought I'd just go by my middle name and last name, which sounded more flowier, Lee Man, you know, kind of had a flow to it.
How did it sound at stage?
It was fine. It was okay, but then
Welcome, Liman.
I stopped doing it for a
I like
while. Just got caught up. Yes, this is
Trent Man.
yeah. This is so. What happened was a good friend of mine. So when I was sort of getting back into it after sort of stopping for a while, I had a good friend of mine go to me. So like why he was questioning it. He was questioning the name. And I go, well, I thought it was a good stage name and all that. Yeah, but I don't know. Personally, I think Trent sounds better. And then he started asking me all these questions. What do you think that sounds better? Do you think that Trent Man or Lee Man just like forget about the flow, just sounds? And I go, yeah, I kind of understand. And he goes, if you were to see a comedian, would you rather see a comedian named Trent or would you rather see a comedian named Lee? And I was like, well, there are a few Lee comedians out there. I've never seen a Trent comedian. I would kind of want to see a Trent comedian.
Okay.
And then he was saying, what do you like seeing better?
Trent Reznor.
And what do you like seeing written down? And it's like, yeah, I do prefer Trent Man. So it was all these questions that made me go, I'm just going to stick with my name. What am I doing?
That's a good call.
What am I doing? And that's to me what stand up, because I'm personally like, of course you're somewhat of a character, exaggerated version of yourselves. Even the purists,
Of course.
are that. But yeah, I wanted to be like a pure, because the idea of it, like to me, part of stand up is sort of soul searching, is searching for just observing, just finding your place in the world, observing things around you, how they interact with you,
Murdering people.
yada. Yeah. So to me, that's the stand up comedy that I gravitated towards. So I was like, well, be yourself, be your name, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, names are important.
I had to change my name when I
some
came to
reason.
Australia. I had to make myself a fucking Western name for you boys. to get a phone call for a job interview.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Jesus.
this is Omar Kazim. They're like, we don't see color, but we see a name.
Yeah.
Like we see this name, Omar Kazim, and then for 5 months, I've got a good CV. For like 5 months, nothing, and then I changed it. We were like, let's do Ollie Ross. My mom's I'm half Arab, half Scottish.
Yeah.
So my mom's a Ross. So like, let's take Ross and do Ollie. And then I got called in 5 fucking hours.
Oh my god, that's so bad, isn't it?
There's no racism over here.
But do you know what I reckon? Do you know what I reckon would help you?
Man, we're known for our racism.
What I reckon would help you is if
It's so bad.
here's what would help you if
Tell
you
me.
changed Omar to Brian.
Brian.
That would help too.
That would help a lot.
Yeah.
That would help. I think I look more like a Brian than
Yeah.
Ollie.
Yeah.
But I fucked up that way, you know, because I got called in like 5.5 hours, and they called me, and I was like, "Hello, this is Omar speaking," and they're like, "Do you mean Ollie?" And I was like, "Yeah, Ollie."
Oh god damn.
Copy.
Do you know who was a badass Omar though?
Who?
Omar Little. Have you seen The
Omar
Wire?
Yeah.
Omar Little.
Little is awesome.
Omar
I actually
coming.
fucking love him. I have to say a few
What a
times because I can't pronounce my R's, so I don't pronounce my name the Arab way.
Oh really?
I've had Arabs go, "What the fuck, dude? You can't pronounce Omar. It's supposed to be like, right? Like a good strong name."
Why can't you say your R's?
Because it's special.
So it's like a list for R's.
I just can't pronounce. I can't roll my tongue or something like
Yeah.
that, right? So yeah, when I say Omar the Wire, it gets good response. And Omar Sharif, you guys fucking both know.
Oh, yeah.
Omar the Wire. Is sick.
Nice.
Yeah, respect to him. Respect.
Yeah.
Guy just passed away recently.
Question. 20-year-old titties on an 80-year-old or 80-year-old titties on a 20-year-old?
I'm glad you followed that.
Okay, you could go first, man.
It's an important
I thought this
question.
was a
Okay.
respectful podcast.
I didn't.
I thought we were talking about deep conversation.
I know, right?
Nah, I'll do fucking
And then he throws a curveball.
80 titties on a 20-year-old or the opposite. So
Yeah.
I don't think
I'd
go for
probably
the
take
20-year-old titties on an 80-year-old because they're 20-year-old titties.
20. Yeah.
80-year-old titties, it's
and she has more
too late.
maturity and more grasp in life. You know,
they've had
To
their
handle
but
fun.
you wouldn't want to go out
I've seen their
clubbing though.
best
I like
days.
my bush stuffs though. You wouldn't want to go out like for a good dance.
That's true.
You know, so she wants to look and watch fucking Neighbors.
Although,
What do old
You
people
know
watch
what?
over here?
you know,
The Coronation
80-year-old
Street
the-
back home.
actually,
Days of Our Lives, all that kind of shit.
but 80-year-old titties, you're forgetting 80-year-old titties are on a 20-year-old body. So she can wear a shirt.
Yeah, but what are we doing with these women? Are we dating these women? Is this our wife? Like, what are the circumstances
How
around?
devious is your mind going?
There's
Exactly.
Thick is this?
There's
Yeah.
no,
Yes, this. Did you roofie our fucking drinks?
Because off the bat, with you just asking that question, I would have gone, you know, the 80-year-old with the. But if I was with the person, I'd rather old slappers on a young body than
a young mind, young heart, but
you know, because you got the rest of the body.
that's the thing. That's what I'm thinking.
You
now.
got the
I'm,
rest
all,
of-
I'm all turned around on it now. No, I
Yeah.
was all like,
Convinced.
fucking the young titties, but then no.
this is
It
the
doesn't wear
longest time
shirt.
I thought I'd ever
It-
talk about this.
I'm 20-year-old, but it's no contest really.
Yeah, no
It
contest.
is, yeah.
No
A
contest.
t-shirt and it's fine.
Now, what beautiful other questions you have?
Because
for us?
the thing
I'm
is,
excited
too,
about other
if
fucking
it's
questions.
and if it's the woman's perspective too, not us dating, but from a woman's
Who
perspective,
cares?
Oh, coming from a big bloke, this will be interesting. Go on, Trent. Tell us about your vagina that you have on you right now.
No, it's good for an 80-year-old because she would want a younger feature. But for a younger girl to be cursed with like old slappers, that would be that's a sentence.
I want to be
That's
PC,
like,
but there's girls out there like that already, Trent.
I gotta say,
no,
hit by reality.
they might be slappers, but they're
They have a good
smooth,
heart, though.
young.
They've got good hearts.
I gotta say that
They're not like old, wrinkly,
No,
like an
right.
80-year-old.
Yeah,
So
you haven't been
it's
to
still
20
different.
Too many dust or anything like that.
Yeah.
If those titties been out in the sun long enough, there's fucking not plenty of it wrinkles out there. You seen some of them in this fucking baked and tanning out there. Those titties get mad wrinkles.
but if modern medicine can turn a man into a woman, they can also fix an 80-year-old too. Shorty.
But
So and it's really a
but
moot
that's the
point.
thing,
It's
but
really
that's
going
the-
an 80-year-old or a 20-year-old.
but that's the thing, isn't it? They
Yeah, this is a sick question. I wanted to go with
would
it.
you expect anything
But
less?
you know, people take clips of this fucking conversation and they
That's
roll with
alright.
it. Really
okay.
dirty ass, man.
But
Yeah.
listen, at
And
the
you
end of the
too.
day, hey,
I'm 21.
hey, dude, I didn't ask the
Sick.
question. Okay, I'm just trying to answer it like a professional
Yeah,
over
same.
here.
Same. Like the
Okay,
keep the
a
podcast
professional
going like a
comedian.
professional.
Because that's
Yeah.
if you want to call yourself a comedian,
We
you
kept
gotta.
it professional. Give us a handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just people, sick fuckers out there.
Oh
They'll
yeah,
clip the
if
shit
they
out of
want to
this
perceive
and
what
they'll
they want to
pursue it.
perceive, you can't. It's like what do they say? You know?
Speaking of comedy,
Oh, yep.
what's
Okay,
comedy?
Well, what is
What
comedy?
is comedy?
Oh, okay. Well, Omar, did you want to go first, or did you want me to go first?
Well, I can go.
Okay, I'm ready to go whenever. So
Look,
you can go first.
There's not just whatever makes you laugh. Like you all know
Okay.
that comedy is subjective, and there's no everyone thinks there's a fucking rule. You have rules, like you as a comic, you have to know what are the fucking punchline and how the story.
It's like a job. You got to
You
know
know
the
it
rules
and
to
the
know
timing.
where the best places to break. Because sometimes you just got to go outside things to
Ah.
get things done properly. You
No,
know.
respect to any comic. I respect like even if they're shit as anything, I don't fucking laugh. Just take the fucking balls, and all it is you take a few cocks to the fucking face to to fucking get a good set going. That's why it takes a long time. People always think like I want money now. Like why am I not getting like? But it's like fine. That's why they say 10 years, and why 10 years is it's just to really find your voice. To be honest. To
Mm.
get through that far.
Well, I think it's to navigate yourself on stage because how much time do you get on stage in a night? Even the hardest working comics that do 2-3 spots a night
I'm a crack
are
addict. I'll
getting
get
like
that too.
are getting like 5-7 minutes each night, and that's not a lot. So
Mm.
like to get the experience you need to be on stage, you need that time, don't you? It's like
Yes
you're
and no.
finding you're
Yes and
learning
no.
how to walk
Yes
again.
and no.
Mm.
Because the thing
Yes
is,
and
you can't, you
Mhm.
can speak in a conversation and all that. You've done that your whole life, you know. But when it,
That's what I think is wrong.
but when it comes to stand up, yes, it's talking, but it's talking out to the ether. So well, not ether, but to the people.
Talking to a whole room, but talking to yourself.
Oh, we
But
don't need to be
talking to
fucking
yourself,
fun-
that's
There's no
right.
point of us
Talking to
telling
yourself in
that-
front
But
of a room
talking
full
to
of
yourself,
people.
so it's a
Yeah.
and
different
not only
style of,
that,
like-
it's a hyper awareness. I kind of equivalated a little bit to
awareness and not
acid
shitting yourself
because
on
your sense of space and your sense of timing is kind of off. You got to work out over that time your anchor points for you to deliver a good show with the right rhythm that you need to, with that like sense of like weirdness that you got to go through. You got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Essentially, is
I
over
love
time.
the bomb.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but
Love the
I just
bomb.
want to go back
Yeah,
to
but that's
One of
I-
the joys, though, getting the uncomfortable.
yeah, absolutely. But
becomes
going
so
back
much-
because I didn't answer
Right.
your question earlier. What is comedy? To me, comedy is like tension reliever.
Yeah.
You know, to me, that's in whatever form that comes, that's what it is. Comedy is designed to, you know, whether you're a political comedian or whether you're just slapstick, whatever it is, it's just putting stuff out there to relieve tension.
It's
And
the soul ejaculating.
yeah, I guess I get, but
you be you. No,
that's
your fucking face for it.
Yeah.
We'll go with the
yeah. I don't know.
ejaculation.
I would, not that there is some truth to
You
that,
won't call
but I
it
don't
soul
think there's whole
ejaculation,
truth to that.
but
No,
he
no,
pictures
no.
just
I get you,
every
but
ass
the
just
thing
come in
is,
the face.
yeah, I know,
Like-
but I'm thinking
that's he's picturing that on
there's
stage.
definitely some
Oh,
truth to
Bukaki.
that, and I can, but I think there's a better analogy out there. But
Oh, that's his analogy.
but anyway, I just want to finish
He's
the
not
thought
Gandhi.
by I think in a perfect world, we wouldn't need comedy.
What? Nah, everyone needs fucking comedy. What are you on about?
Not stand up.
What are you on about? Of
Not
course.
stand up,
Everyone
because
needs to
I
laugh.
think that
What are
I
you?
think that
Equilibrium? Are you in the movie?
no, well, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have the tension to need to release it, would we?
Nah. Hey,
So why would we need
Nah,
stand-up
nah.
comedy if we're not needing to
tension
release?
is needed. So in a perfect world with no tension, there's something wrong with it.
That
right?
could be true.
The-
Yeah, you're
The
probably
thing
right with
is,
that.
we all have these bunch of
And maybe that isn't a perfect world.
we all have a bunch of fucking emotions in us, and we just always want to cancel out the hardness.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's totally not the way to fucking go. It just worsens.
No, I'm not saying
everything, like,
necessarily
like-
take out the hardness.
But no, the hardness needs to be. You need to get the hard. We don't. Now we're over the top hardness. We're too much fucking triggered by fucking everything and everything else. So we don't want to look.
Yeah,
at
but
our
I think there's too
mentioned
much
emotions.
tension also because we're too disconnected when we haven't got a tribal mentality anymore of togetherness anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we're not. We're
And
more
there's so much
connected but
tension.
disconnected.
There's so much tension in that world
Society in today's world.
that we're out on our
Crazy.
own, like that we're individuals.
That divide.
This
between-
individualistic system that we have, where it encourages you to be an individual.
It was crazy when COVID hit. It just the spike in how fast we separated, far right, far left, or whatever. We start separating in points of views. It just got really fucking quick, way too fast. So now that's why we're such a divided fucking nation and not coming together on anything. Everyone's out for themselves, you know. That's why I locked up. That's why I like dogs better. That's why I like this box of dogs.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you mean. No, as a comic as well, it's just to. I take it on hard, dude. I've been doing it for like 12 years on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a while back in Dubai
Okay.
and stuff like that.
So what's comedy in Dubai? Like, what can you tell
Pretty
us?
sure it's comedy
what,
same over here, isn't
Yeah.
it?
like what language is it in for a start?
Goats come out a lot.
What language?
It's in goat language.
English, son, English.
Guatemalan.
Expat. So it's an expat country, dude.
Ah.
Like when you're over there in Dubai, you interact with every,
I
South
just want to.
African.
Can you tell a joke that you would tell over there?
I can go harder in Dubai. For being Arab, over here you guys are woke, and you don't understand like the Islamic culture and shit like that. But back in Dubai, I can bang out like a four wives joke. Quite a nice one. It's in our culture, guys. I know it's a bit hard over here when I mention
It's
four
in
wives.
your culture.
Yeah.
What's your clothes or a beheading? Like
Don't
it's
be
in the
quiet.
culture,
Don't mention
man.
it on the
It's in-
thing for all our fucking fans. dude.
Sorry, man.
You
Sorry, I'm
spoiled the
taking away
ending.
ticket sales. I'm sorry, man.
Down for the end.
To be
So-
fair, if I was going to have a beheading in my show, I'd advertise that shit. But anyway,
that'd be fucking awesome.
that's
At
just
least
smart.
$50.
That's just
At least
smart
$50.
marketing. That's just smart
on
marketing.
Facebook.
I forgot what I was going to say.
On Dubai, it's basically expats. So you start doing in bars and clubs and stuff like that, and you can be what is it?
Would you?
Open. There's obviously stuff you can't do against Islam and the Arabs themselves, but I can do good decent jokes.
Would you perform a joke for us in that language?
No, I
Like
don't do
would you?
Arabic. I don't speak Arabic.
Oh, you
No,
don't.
you only
okay.
just- English, you said
So
it,
I
saying
know good bits and small amount of
Oh,
Arabic.
okay.
But
Okay.
I'm half Arab, half Scottish, and been raised by my mum.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So I speak mostly English. I
Oh,
tried
okay.
learning when after university. So I've lived a lot of my life in Dubai, but then I went to university in Scotland, and then when I came back to Dubai, I was like, I'll fucking learn it.
Okay.
But my dyslexic ass was like, no, you fucking won't.
Yeah, I used to be motivated to learn another language.
Yeah, when you
but
came out of
it's
university, your heart was young, and you had a thing in
Yeah.
your step.
I just like improving English. like just getting better at
Yeah, me
English.
too. I
If
don't
I'm
even
gonna
have
put
that
any
down
effort
pat.
in,
I don't even have English down pat. Yeah, that's
yeah.
my mom saw the dyslexic in here went.
I'll be back in a sec, guys. Just keep.
Yeah, cool.
Keep
Alright,
talking.
cool.
Can I get some Coke, brother?
Water.
And I mean Coca-Cola, people.
Yeah.
No.
It's not,
cool.
It's not Bendigo.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm having a good time over here.
no, this is
Nah,
bit.
Working on my set over here.
Oh yeah, of course,
It's
of
a different
course.
style of comedy. I've kind of gone a different fucking way over.
It
over
would
here.
be, yeah.
You know, I liked it. I upped my game over here, and I'm getting much love from your audience.
Yeah.
You know, so
But it's good to do you find because you bleed that a lot into your set, don't you?
I try and make mine like a community thing, like get people involved as well. Because when someone came over here, a comic, fuck, I forgot his name, but he kind of said, make things relatable. I'm like, dude, I'm an Arab Scottish.
Yeah.
In the Jewish community.
Yeah,
How
but
I
you
fucking
can
make it?
you can make it.
I can, but that doesn't make me laugh.
No, of course. What you've just got to find is the things that culturally are similar.
Nah, I'm gonna do it my way. No,
But you know what I'm
Fuck,
saying?
I'm gonna
don't
do
you?
that my way.
Like to me, it's like it's like cheers, man.
Jim.
I'll grab
Yeah.
that. I'll grab some.
So it's because it's the same with good storytelling. Like you could be, I could watch an Asian movie a chance with an Asian director, Asian cast, yada yada yada. But if the story's that good, it crosses boundaries with its relatability. You know what I mean? So I think I think you've got to lean into. I think because if you are different, like if I start doing overseas, I got to lean into being Australian.
Nah, you just get a bit more tanned, and you look more fucking Arab than I do.
That's probably true.
At least you could grow a beard.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I can't grow a fucking
That's
beard.
funny. Yeah, true.
My dad's ashamed of me.
True. Yeah.
He's like, look,
I can
Omar.
grow a thick beard too.
Dude,
Yeah.
You got a lovely beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I just want to fucking caress it, sing lullabies to it. Dubai doesn't like that joke as well.
Well, it is a joke, people. We are joking. We are comedians over here.
No, I'm not. What are you on about? It's going to turn really gay really fast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I do know how to make a white man blush. That's why that's what my superpower is.
It's not that hard with me. Trust me.
Fair play.
I'm quite sexually
If you're
repressed.
listening on this podcast, the three of you, he's fucking gone pink. But no, you guys don't
They can
handle
see, man. They can
awkwardness
see
over
camera.
here. You
Yeah.
guys, like I get Australians don't handle awkwardness. Because I'm studying you guys like in the bushes. Now, I keep asking like, what's the difference between pre-COVID and post-COVID? Like people pre-COVID. I like a lot of. I delve a lot into people and how they act and think and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's eye contact, no eye contact over here. It's like
Yeah,
it's more
right.
eye contact. You kind of twitch away and get really awkward.
Ah.
And I'm not staring like a fucking like.
No. I know what you mean. No. I could vouch for that. Like I'm like that, but I think it's generally like I'm not a big drinker over here, but obviously we got a big drinking culture here, and it's
It's the screens, dude. You guys, every time we're locked, it would happen to everyone.
well that
Constantly,
too.
Not in front of people and always on screens. Like I love people watching.
But I think that's a problem with
People don't
like
like
I think
people
that's a
watching.
big problem with people that are drinkers. Like when they get to a point, or if they ever get to a point where they have to stop, they have to like almost like learn how to re-socialize because of the social alcohol's the social
I
lubricant.
get that.
You know what I mean? It dumbs the nerves and all
kids
that.
Nowadays is ridiculous. It's insane because
Yeah.
the young kids that didn't have schooling and then all of a sudden they have to go to school. They don't have the manners. Like,
Oh,
how the
dude.
fuck- they
Yeah,
don't have
people-
socializing, the teachers are having
Yeah,
a tough time on that shit.
But they're gonna have it anyway with fucking TikTok and all that fucking bullshit when they're getting fucking.
Yeah, I see them just like crack addicts.
They can't even fucking watch it. Like stand-up specials, they're doing their best joke at 20 minutes in because people can only retain their attention span for that long. They don't do it as a closer anymore after an hour. It's ridiculous.
I don't have TikTok.
It's sad. You got to disconnect a bit from that. You can't be hooked on that shit because that fucks with your attention span. Yeah, it fucks with your attention.
I looked at it,
especially
like, a few years back when it started. Like, you can do a TikTok as a comedian. I'm shit at social media. Like,
we're not built like that.
Of that shit.
That's again what we were talking about in the card. We got to do the whole idea of prophetizing on people looking at screens. We just got to stop prophetizing in general because it leads us wrong there. But the idea of profiting off of let's
use that shit. Anybody out there gives me social media, I get good hand jobs. No. This is on the show.
All right, look, I think Scott's waiting to
with a hammer.
No, I was just.
Where are you, Scott? Though, where exactly are you podcasting from?
Podland.
Podland.
We look like a black screen, and you look like you're pimping, like a penthouse in Dubai with like coke pours at the back, going fucking nuts, screaming.
It really does. You said it was a spaceship. No way. That's like an apartment in Dubai.
It's a Sheikh's palace. No.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. No, but I picked this up before, and I just thought if someone had offered me this much hammer 5 years ago,
wait, what?
I would have reacted very differently.
Yeah. You just reacted to that. The only reason why we're stunned is like you're waving at a hammer now, joking. That's a
what
cool
the fuck
hammer.
did you mean?
Hammer is heroin.
Oh God, I don't know that.
Really,
dude? I don't know.
What do you?
I don't hang around your crowds.
Okay. I just thought hammer was common knowledge. So
no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man.
That's new to me.
Yeah,
that's
fair enough.
Now
he wouldn't fucking know for one.
Yeah.
And
every
dude,
time
I'm
walking now and I see somebody using a hammer, I'll be like, Jesus, heroin.
If anyone out there is seeing this,
I don't think I've ever even
disagree, and you've heard that hammer and heroin, hammer was another word for heroin.
Yeah.
If you've heard that, say something in the chat. Let me know because I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy.
Yeah. There is some heroin addicts.
You'd be right, but I wouldn't know with the
because heroin addicts are up now. They haven't gone to work yet.
Dude, they're up at all hours. You know, it's when they fucking had their hit, isn't it? It's how it works. It's there's no set time.
You never know. You never know. Yeah, that's funny. Here's up, you heroin addicts. Tell us, what's the street name for heroin? Do you go on the streets and go, give me fucking 1 gram of hammer? I don't know the grams. Like I don't know how much fucking quantity of that.
It's not where the term getting habit comes from, is it? Like
that is exactly the way Nick Cave used to do it on the streets of St. Kilda. Exactly like you just did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Give me a gram of hammer, motherfucker.
Wow.
I steal your bike.
So that's why. Some guy actually told me that over the weekend.
Yeah.
I pointed him to Bunnings. You wanted something else now? Yeah. You wanted that? He's in fucking Bunnings going, can you fucking have hammer? So much fucking hammer. Just orgasming in the hammer section.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's funny. That made me laugh.
Wow.
See, the stories in my head are way better than the outside world. So yeah, did anybody write back hammer to our 3 audience members?
Have we got anyone watching?
I don't. Oh, there's 5 people watching.
5 people
what's
watching.
up?
5 people's watching.
That's awesome.
I don't know where. I don't know if the comments are.
It's 5 more than I was expecting. So
I performed to all fucking audiences. One day. But yeah, all cool.
So where do you want to go with this, Omar?
With what?
Stand up.
Like, stand up?
Yeah.
I'm having fun with it.
Yeah. So what? You're going to keep riding this thing?
I know 100%. Like,
yeah.
I'm doing it for the love of the game.
Is there a goal?
Not making much money back. Like,
is there a goal? Is there a?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. No, I love to make it big. You know, we all have that fucking dreams to make it big, but the reality of it, to Plus, I'm sure it's social media.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's sucking cock.
Yeah.
You're
Sucking
networking.
up to people is the worst. It's
Yeah,
just
well,
like
I'm pretty crap at that, like networking and stuff like that.
I've got
I'm doing it for the love of the game.
I got no
makes me
ill will
happy.
towards people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those people that need that fucking ego boost and only put on people
But it's
that
that
give you that
type of
ego
world,
boost,
though. It's that type of world. We're
it's
in it.
sad.
Well, we're in it, and it's society. Like,
Yeah.
in a perfect world back in the day, it would just be hugs given out.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, but it's
We'll still have
just-
tension.
I just hate disingenuous, you know, in whatever form that comes in, you know. I mean,
Yeah, but we wear masks all the fucking time. We wear masks at work. We don't show our true selves.
Oh yeah.
All that shit and everything like that. So yeah, it's that type of world. Like, it's a shame how students have to compete by taking Adderall. You know, taking a substance.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't.
So
They're
that's
only.
that's the pressure. That
Yeah,
fucking
but they're
has.
competing
That's
against
attention.
their other people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying how
not against
ashamed it is,
themselves.
how sad it is that we have to. Do
Yeah,
that. So society is that in America is a dog eat dog fucking world. Yeah, type thing. The survival of the fittest. We were talking about this before, but yeah, but it doesn't have to be that way.
I think in any profiteering system, it's a dog eat dog
No,
world.
so they came out with
trying to
the
step
Charles
on each
Darwin
other.
thing is like survival of the fittest. America loves that shit, and it's very popular in fucking America. But a lot of Charles Darwin goes on about society and how we survive as one. And,
Yeah.
There's a lot to good that we know. We don't know our neighbor, and we used to know the neighbor all the fucking time.
Well,
Like-
I like the one society can only move as quickly as its slowest person.
Yeah, if you have a good society, we live out long.
If you have a good
fucking everyone.
society, you support everyone to come along with you.
Yeah, they
you
have the
know?
most above 100 people that actually know each other and will help them out in the fucking time of need. You know, you can go that.
Either
bro.
that or you got to shoot some people.
That's the easy way.
What
That's
are
a
you
fun
talking
way.
about,
Come on.
Yeah, the quick
What
way.
are you talking about? Purge or like we need just a day of lawlessness?
No, I just interjected with that thought because
This is not America. This is not fucking Mississippi.
Yeah, exactly.
Who do you think we are? Yeah, that's cool. It sounds fun though. No, I'm not going down that fucking route. And if you clip that scene, it sounds fucking fun. Shoot people. Don't fucking clip that out.
Shoot people.
Yeah. Back to you. Zippy questions. They're fucking stuff. Fucking
Holy
sick.
shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if anybody else has come back with any comments of any hammers. of
Have we
heroin.
got anything? Oh, you got another question for us, Scott?
I should have.
How prepared are you for this
really
podcast? You
don't,
had
to
3
be
weeks of
honest.
preparation.
No, I can't get
We're
us,
high rollers here. We're big time.
I can't get us hearing the videos for some reason, so I can't play the videos that I wanted to play. Like I want to, yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
No, that's all
So
cool.
that's-
You tell
Well,
us.
haven't
Ed.
you got a phone that you can
Role
show
play.
us if you want? Although you wanted the audience to see them as well.
Well, the
didn't you?
audience has got to. I mean, all I can do is try and sync it off the phone, which would be insane.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
fine.
fine. You tell us the scene.
Do you want me to hold
reenacted?
your phone as it plays so it's in the camera?
Reenacted.
Reenacted.
We'll
Do
play it out,
interpretive
yeah.
dance of it.
3 hours of us just playing fucking Sound of Music. But what type of stuff did you have to show us? At least you can.
Yeah,
talk about that.
what were you going to
We
show
paint a
us?
visual picture
that-
to our. For,
Okay,
for
well,
our
that was
listeners
just
on.
that was some Patrice O'Neill. He was going to go down the rabbit hole of talking about why he went to South America and how it was a completely different experience.
Yeah,
Um,
South America's. Yeah, it's mad.
I don't know if I've seen this. What happens?
I'll see if
I'm
I can-
intrigued now.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to see if I can make this work.
Oh well, I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't I? Because now
Yeah.
the pressure's on to
You're
get the
describing
video
it beautifully.
up.
I was imagining that shit in my head. I
Yeah.
pictured the Machu Picchu and all that shit.
Okay.
Why did he go to South America?
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, that's why I
That's why
went.
everyone goes.
That's why I went.
Yeah, that's why. Why else?
Some
do you
people
go?
go do Machu Picchu and all that kind of stuff.
We've been to
A lot
Ecuador.
of people are
Is a
scared.
hooker in your life?
Never swear on my family.
Ant's a straight guy with us.
Never did.
Ant likes a
Never
naked
went to
girl.
a hooker.
Ant likes his girl just to be naked.
And a comedian actually, and he was scared because it was like he was
100%.
afraid on sort of like how it was going to open him up.
Oh, I haven't done it.
Like,
For
and
sure.
I think he was like trying to say it in a way that didn't want to come across egotistical, but you could tell that that's his main concern. It's going to shatter his ego.
I haven't done it, but I've read. I've read a shitload about it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not ready to let go. He's not ready to.
Yeah. Oh, you
thing
got to
is,
be
so.
you got to be ready to let go. That's the whole thing about it.
Have you
It's
heard of
about
holotrophic breath work?
surrendering. What's that?
Holotrophic breath work.
No, assuming that's like a hallucinogenic through breath
Yes.
work. Yeah.
It's a 3-hour.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
For 3 hours. Well, the main one is a 12-hour session with 3-hour intervals.
Yeah.
Apparently, ego deaths have gone through kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Hallucinogenic. So what it is it's technically overloading your mind with carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Overloading it. a
Yeah.
lot. And then it produces like there's a beautiful guy I follow called Gabe Mata.
Yeah.
He was going about the experiences because he did ayahuasca 6 fucking times.
Yeah.
I'll send you the
Mm.
that conversation. It was
Mm.
actually a sick
Yeah.
one.
Sick.
He was talking about the mind-body connection, and he was saying stuff like how stress, our cortisol levels is becoming like a lot of harm to us. For example, kids are more asthmatic, have more the asthma level. If you're a child and you have asthma, the likelihood of you having a dad or a mother who's depressed is high.
Oh, really?
So the cortisol level in that kid, because the parent will get depressed,
Yeah.
kid will feel that energy, get depressed, produce cortisol levels, and will induce asthma. Well proven facts. Like
Wow.
well after well.
That's
after well.
interesting.
So he goes on about the mind-body connection of how cortisol level. We need cortisol level as a smaller doses, but nowadays we always have the cortisol level just fucking high peak, no, gone. So that's too much cortisol level. So that is inducing a lot of our sickness, a lot of our things that we can do it, because he talks about this woman that had not MS. She was losing. It's a disease that everything fucking tightens up in the body,
Okay.
right? And she went through so many things in Western, medicine, nothing. And then she heard about ayahuasca, and then she had an ayahuasca experience that essentially connected with her subconscious mind, or technically subconscious mind. And the entity you hear in ayahuasca, and people that are listening, 5 of you, lovely listeners. Yeah, you see beings during an ayahuasca trip, and it connects you, and
Yes,
they
you
say they
do.
call it mother.
Mother ayahuasca. Yeah.
But what happened is during her experiences, mother or the being said, whatever is happening, we will hold you. You just let go. And she had that experiences.
Yeah,
She can write, and she's writing.
She's there to support you. Like
Yeah.
they say, like she is love, and you feel that.
But that's your subconscious, not
but
mother
also
itself. That's connecting you. With
but
your
also the
subconscious.
people that really love you will do the right thing by you, and that doesn't mean she's gonna show you some dark things as well. Like
100%. That's why people are not ready for that dark shit.
Yeah.
That's why the serpent is a common recurring thing. And
well, I had the serpent in my first experience. Actually, a lot of serpents, a lot of snakes.
That's a common one. That's a common one. I know a lot of people have some bad experience.
It
some bad experiences,
wasn't.
dude. Don't fuck with it.
It wasn't. It
Not
felt.
ready for it.
It was more intriguing than it was scary. There was a moment of being scared though during that experience, because I did picture at one point through the experience that I was like in a 6-foot hole, like a grave, with like, and the walls weren't dirt; they were snakes moving around, and then like a truckload of snakes just being dumped on me, and I like came up, like I came out of that
Indiana Jones
hallucinogenic thing. Yeah, came out of that hallucination just with a deep with a shock. But none of the others were like that. Like, and it wasn't scary. It was just a moment of like, oh shit, I'm being suffocated by these snakes right now. It was more intriguing, and it
They're
was
more,
geometric. So...
but if you have heard horror stories to the mat, like ridiculous.
Oh yeah. But
Well,
I
if you
don't
weren't
think.
ready to that snake thing. You
But
would
I don't think like I think there's a purpose in everything that she done.
you were ready for that shit.
Like
so,
I
bring it on. I'll calm you down.
There's this one guy, American guy, and he went his first experience on it. So we all had 4 experiences on this retreat. I ended up having 3. That's a long story on why I only ended up having 3. But no, it's 3 different nights. So they did them the first 2 nights, and then they had like a day or 2 break, and then another 2 nights in a row. And the first night there was this American dude, and this guy was like a fit motherfucker. Like he was fit. He used to brag about he used to like look like a Spartan warrior. Like he used to be like that muscular, like all his anyway.
But this is more of a mental game. It's
This guy just had he had a big ego, and he was blonde hair, blue eyed, and the first experience that he had was horrific. And so how we found out about this, I'm not sure if we knew the night. We knew a lot more about it the next day, because what they do is, in the retreat that I went to, they had a group session in the morning where everyone goes in a circle and they talk about their experiences, and they say, the person says what they think it means, and then other people will weigh in, like thinking what they might perceive it as and all that. It's a really nice experience to sort of delve into.
That'd be cool.
It is.
I'll be well interested.
But this guy, when he came into group, he was like a scared child. He was in the fetal position. He had his knees tucked in. And because his experience was hell. Like he literally describes it as a form of hell. There was brimstone, there was fire, there was limbs being cut off, there was blood, torture, all that shit. And he experienced all that. But then the next experience he had was the most
sounds like you love that shit.
No, he was shattered. It was like his ego was. But that's the thing. That's why I think there was purpose behind it, because it was like she took that ego and goes, listen, I've got a lot that I need to show you.
Grabbed him by the balls.
I've got a lot, but there's this thing in the way. It's called your ego. I need to strip that down.
That's what it's all about.
Before you're going to get anything from this experience. And that's what happened. Like the next experience was just a magical, beautiful experience for him.
If you hold on, there's so many like stories that people don't push through, and then they hang on to that thought the whole fucking life, and it kind of can get them.
Well, sometimes it can scare you off doing it again, and if you don't have another opportunity to do it again afterwards, I think if you do it again afterwards, though, she'll show you a good time and all that kind of stuff.
Because every hallucinogenic, you need a fucking intention, dude. You need.
Yes, you really do
to have with it. I always say, there's nothing as a bad trip. It's just a challenging one.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
I think there's something in every trip, though.
I don't know.
There can be, but there can be only if you do it with intent. I think these people that
that's what I meant. Intent. That's what I meant.
When people, that's why, because I don't preach for people to go. I'd say it's the best thing for me that it's the best thing that I've ever done, but it's something that you've got to discover yourself. You've got to get to that point where you have the willingness to go out like I did, balls deep in and that's how if you ever do ayahuasca,
always go balls deep, dude.
You have to go right into the Amazon, into the place. Just make sure you do a lot of research on the retreat that you go to, because there's a lot of shonky retreats, dodgy retreats. Do a lot of because they're trying to get that Western money.
Go to the Amazon rainforest and
go to the try and get it suggested to you. I got one that I go to, but I don't want to, because they've already backed up with bookings anyway. But make sure you do research, and if you know someone that's gone to them and had a good experience, go with that. Don't just go with people that offer you good deals and all that kind of stuff, because they're just a lot of them are after your money.
Breath work, though.
What's that?
When I was talking about the holotropic breath work.
Breath work.
If you don't want to go to the fucking Amazon, it takes a while. I'm practicing it. I did an hour and a half. So what it is the holotropic breath work. Did you hear about it? Did I tell you about it?
Well, I was just,
Well, you were just talking
briefly, I
about
was going to
Rick,
say
yeah.
that you either have to go deep into the Amazon, or there's that guy Dave in South Melbourne.
Yeah,
He can also.
I still argue you're not going to get the same experience.
I don't think you would either, but
Nah.
it's got to be different. But
No,
it's,
but it's
like literally in someone's
it's not the
lounge
same.
room.
It's not the same. And the
seems
reason
like a terrible
and,
place.
and I'll explain it to like this, because obviously hallucinogenics aren't the easiest thing to explain. I like the saying, like, it's like trying to describe love to an alien. It's like, well, it's a
go out
feeling
and
that you
watch
have,
How to
yada,
Change
yada,
Your Mind
yada.
on
How do you-
Netflix.
How do you know? But to me, when it comes to like
So
ayahuasca and that,
insulting, but I'll just let it go.
God, you didn't want to pick. Okay,
Go on.
So,
fair.
like, I look at it like this. I look at it like, you know, to have the proper experience, you got to go to the source. Now, the reason that I say that is that, like, I use this example. It's like taking mushrooms. Now, it's best to take mushrooms in the place that you picked them. There's something about that mushroom connecting it with that land around
In
you.
Australia, like every back garden, a bit of mushroom going in there. Joking, but no. Carry on. You thought I heard you fucking.
No, but the point is that go to the source, because I've heard like half the people that went to the retreat that I went to, half the people had already.
The ayahuasca one.
Yeah, half the people had already done ayahuasca, but usually it's from their own, somewhere close to where, you know, closer access to where they are. Like guys in California that came there from California, did it in California. Anyway, they would drink like a glass of it and not have a tenth.
I go, that's balls deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But not have the 10th of the experience. Now, I took one fucking shot glass of this stuff in the Amazon, and it'll send you out in the stratosphere. Like, so that's why I'm thinking you're who, Dave?
Dude, that was a joke.
Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. I thought you actually knew a guy.
No,
because I've seen.
No, but there are people.
No, I know. I've seen documentaries.
Come to my place
where
in
it's
South Melbourne.
Some white guy named Brad, and he's and
Dressed
like,
up in the
he doesn't have like
Amazon
he doesn't have a shaman singing tunes and all that. He's got a fucking. He's just playing it from his fucking AirPod. You know, he's just playing shit.
I feel you.
Like,
I feel you. You seem very passionate about this.
oh, listen, like I said, it was the best thing I ever done. So I yeah.
I've traveled a long way to take a drug before. That's a long way.
I like hallucinogenics in general is just such a passion, because I wouldn't be doing stand up if it wasn't for hallucinogenics. Like that's the God honest truth. I would not be, you know, doing stand up. No, just not doing it, because it was because of my first ever experience on drugs, which was mushrooms, which I took in the place that I picked them and all this kind of stuff. You know, well, not that I picked them, I brought them from there, but they were picked locally and I had them there. This was Nimbin, which is
sounds magical.
Nimbin. Nimbin's. Do you know Nimbin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nimbin's like the marijuana capital of Australia. For people that want to know, the marijuana capital of Australia is Nimbin.
Beautiful. Your roads are nuts up there.
It's so awesome. So I got some mushrooms there, had my first ever hallucinogenic experience, and I had an epiphany where I came up with my first joke, and I went, and something like, it was like a voice telling me, you need to be doing this. Like, you need to be doing this. And, you know, and you know, I've been doing on comedy on and off for about 10 years now. And I stopped for about 4 years, and I've had breaks in between, even when I was doing it. During that time, I haven't been sort of consistent all through that. But I keep getting that reminder of that first mushroom experience. Like, you need to be, there's something in it that is good for me. So that's why, one of the reasons why I do it. But
they say you always have
anyway,
a
tell us another
like
fucking dick question or something, Scott. I feel like I'm talking too seriously over here.
No, you're cool. So I want to end with a holotropic breath work. It's just 3 hours of high intensity. And apparently you trip balls and have a similar experience. The guy Gabamata out there, he did ayahuasca 6 times. He's talking about this brain body connection. Nothing fucking happened. With this holotropic breath work, they've done multiple studies, and it had a lot of healing properties when you kind of have that let go. It's all about is fucking overpowering your mind with fucking beautiful CO2. Just
Oh, for sure.
3 fucking hours.
3 hours.
I did for an hour and a
breathing like
half.
that.
Yeah, I did an hour and a half. There's other things as well. You have to go with the flow with, like, and you feel yourself like a music and just listen. You have to have loud music inside you, and if your body feels like moving, you just move with it. So you kind of let go out, or you call out, whatever. So it's like 10 minutes of, and then go on your own, and then. And at one time, I'm a fucking dancer, love a dance. And at one point, I was fucking going a bit nuts on it, like an hour and a half. And I was like seeing little visuals coming out after like that. It was not, I didn't go through the whole experience, but I felt good afterwards. Like I was just like, oh, fuck, there's a lot of energy, a lot of cool things, very calm. I'm a very anxious person, but that was very cool. Yeah. I want to go through that ego death experience as well. I will go one day. So that holotropic is cool. I'll show you the research is done. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
It's just breath. It's just for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It sounds like fucking nuts.
Yeah. Just having 3 hours to breathe like that. That's
your hard lock life.
Oh, I'm just fucking busy all the time.
You are busy all the time.
I'm busy all the time.
Busy. Oh, fucking you're honored that he's here.
I could probably, well, it took a while before I could make some time to come here. But that's the thing. Maybe if I'm going between shifts and I'm just doing, but I've only got like an hour at most in between shifts. Just breathing in the car.
Yes. That's for 3 hours. Yeah, it looks interesting. I want to definitely try and peek it.
Do it 2 hours before you knock off work. Start 2 hours before you knock off work.
Or just take some acid.
So after work.
You're the fucking. In a foolish way.
I'll make time with acid. Nah.
That's fair play. That's fair play.
No, it's just I like the idea of it, but it's so busy all the time. And then when you and it's something that you got.
No, I'm not. I don't convince you. It's for informational purpose.
No, absolutely.
We're not going to do it now.
No, absolutely.
3 hours of actually going.
No, but it's yeah. No, if you. No, it's good for the people that want to do it and all that kind of stuff and have the time to do it. It's great, but
you'll travel all the way to Peru, but go on a bus ride.
But the thing is,
on a boat in the Amazon rainforest to a hut.
Yeah. But the thing is with this breath work, I'd imagine it'd be the more you do it, the better it is.
No, apparently they did a session with 1,100 people, a 1 day session. You have to build up to it, apparently.
Yeah.
1 day session. And then they followed 400 people after that 1,100 people. He just had a good, I don't know the exact number, but he said majority of the one benefited very well.
Okay.
Health purpose.
Right.
Health purpose wise. So if you don't want to contribute 3 hours to your fucking health,
that's fucking
shame on you. That's cool. That's dope,
amazing,
right?
Yeah,
son. That's why I'm fucking pushing this shit. I'm amazed by this thing. I know all about your ayahuasca trip. I studied, did my research. I know the benefits of what, like America over here is a bit, but now in America they're doing trials for.
Why haven't you done it yet?
I've done others, but not ayahuasca. I haven't had the opportunity. I went when I was in Ecuador, and I was like, I don't want to do it, but we normally have short trips. Yeah. My wife didn't want me to lose me for 3 days.
Okay.
And I was just like. Get my fucking bus just looking at the mountain. I can be tripping balls. Didn't do it, but I had a good time anyway. So it'll come when the time is right.
Yeah.
For sure. After this holotropic breath work, I'll let you guys know. TBC.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, homies. Well, thanks for coming out today.
No problem.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Debuting this goddamn studio.
How long have we gone for?
I have 1:13. We've done an hour.
We broke an hour.
We did an hour.
Nice. I think I talked for 45 minutes.
I'm pretty happy.
I smoked too much.